If you think the modern world is wild, wait till you hear these crazy tales from the Wild West. Imagine a town where you could pay your bar tab with a nugget of gold. Yup, Deadwood, South Dakota was all about that shiny stuff. And get this, they even had poker games that went on for days. Ever heard of the camel cavalry? The US Army actually imported camels to help patrol the desert. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well. Camels were stubborn and scared the horses. Speaking of crazy, how about the time Wild Bill Hickok was shot during a poker game? He was holding aces and eights, now called the dead man's hand. Creepy, right? And let's not forget about Judge Roy Bean, the law west of the Pecos. He held court in his saloon, and his sentences were as wild as his lifestyle. But wait, there's more. Did you know that dentists in the Wild West often doubled as barbers and surgeons? Talk about multitasking. And train robberies were so common that some trains had special cars just for armed guards. Next time you think your life is wild, remember these tales from the Old West. Outlaws were so notorious that towns would put up wanted posters with huge rewards. And stagecoach robberies were so frequent that some companies hired armed guards to ride along. And did you know that some towns had boot hill cemeteries just for outlaws and those who died with their boots on? Now that's wild. If you enjoyed these wild tales, make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing stories from history. As the Wild West faded into history, it left behind ghost towns, silent witnesses to a bygone era. These abandoned settlements are scattered across the American frontier, each with its own haunting story. Take Bodie, California, for instance. Once a bustling gold mining town, it's now a preserved relic, frozen in time. Walking through its empty streets, you can almost hear the echoes of miners' laughter and the clink of gold nuggets being weighed. Another eerie example is Rhyolite, Nevada. This ghost town boomed during the gold rush but was deserted almost as quickly as it was built. The skeletal remains of its once grand bank and railway station stand as monuments to fleeting prosperity. And then there's Terlingua, Texas, a former mercury mining town. Today it's a mix of ruins and revived structures, attracting curious tourists and artists alike. These ghost towns serve as a poignant reminder of the Wild West's boom and bust cycle. They tell tales of dreams realized and shattered, of fortunes made and lost. So next time you find yourself in the American West, take a detour to one of these ghost towns. Walk their deserted streets, peek into their abandoned buildings, and let yourself be transported back to a time when the West was truly wild. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wild stories from the Wild West.